Hello there, my name's Card. I'm a long-time progressive community organiser and activist, and today I just want to briefly talk about a reactionary dog whistle that's been around for a while now, as well as what it really means, who's using it, and why. For those who might not know, in politics a dog whistle is a word, a phrase, or a symbol which seems perfectly innocent and innocuous to most people, but which really communicates a more sinister hidden message to those in the know. Additionally, there'll also be a playlist of videos of mine linked at the top of the description, which goes into detail about all sorts of dog whistles and how to spot them. Today specifically, I wanted to talk about the notion of theatres in Holocaust death camps, and how they've become a contemporary reactionary meme and signal of sorts, particularly in online spaces. A lot of the online far-right congregate most of their time on dedicated reactionary forums and image boards where they're free to be as openly bigoted as they want to be. But whenever they're on the normal, regular side of the internet, they'll often reuse a lot of the alt-right jokes and memes and talking points they would with other reactionaries, but they'll couch it all in abstract language and obtuse references so that it flies over the heads of most normal people. If you consider yourself a socially conscious progressive, you should try to familiarise yourself with a lot of the general references and talking points online reactionaries will bring up, so that you don't let them fly under your radar when they're trying to spread their ideology and signal their beliefs to one another online. After all, knowing is half the battle. In particular, a lot of the reactionary content you might see posted online that you should be aware of are hateful anti-Semitic jokes and tropes and conspiracy theories that have simply been lifted straight from neo-Nazi forums and the like, and given the slightest veneer of obfuscating abstraction away from what they really mean. To this end, one of the far right-wing talking points that people will often attempt to jokingly bring up online is the idea that there were theatres or cinemas available for the use of detainees at the Nazi extermination camps of the Second World War, like Auschwitz and Dachau. This is essentially just misinformation, designed to perpetuate the myth that the death camps were not as bad as conventionally reported, which is itself a form of Holocaust denialism. This is a claim that neo-Nazis and the like have been making for decades now, and they'll often claim to have photographic or video evidence of such theatres at the camps. In reality, of course, there were not any theatres available to prisoners at the camps, and pictures you might see presented as proof that there were are typically either deliberate fakes or intentionally mislabeled photos of other buildings elsewhere from the period. When people try to claim that places like Auschwitz had theatres, either directly or jokingly, they're essentially just trying to downplay the condition of the camps and their explicit function of enacting a genocide. The death camps of the Second World War did not have any theatres for the inmates to use, but if you happen to see someone online making an oblique reference to these non-existent theatres or outright claiming that they were real, now you know the reason why. And it should register to you as a pretty big red flag. So for the sake of keeping yourself and your spaces safe, please just keep it in mind. It's always good to be able to recognise alt-right messaging like this, so you can spot it, denounce it, explain why it's wrong and bad to others, and remove the people posting this sort of stuff. That's all I have to say today. I hope it helps. Once again, my name's Card. If you might want to hear more from me, especially more about emerging or obscure reactionary dog whistles and how to spot them, feel free to subscribe to this YouTube page, or just take a look at my other videos. Either way, goodbye for now, and stay safe out there.